So I just woke up and I look at my phone. What do I see? What do I see? Email notification from Bandcamp. Parannoul Sky 100 just came out. I'm there. I'm there. Okay, I'm there. I'm here. Like I don't even have my headphones plugged in. Do you realize? Like I don't even like. Come on. Today I'm reacting to Parannoul's new album that just came out, Sky 100. So today we're going to react to the whole album. I'll review it sort of at the end. I'll probably also make a review of this album a few days from now after I sit with it a bit more. But I'm extremely excited. This has been one of my most anticipated albums for a while now. So here's the album cover. Let me move myself out of the way. This is the album cover we're looking at. Expectations for this album. I'm expecting something loud, and I'm like really loud. Like louder than To See the Next Part of the Dream. Definitely louder than After the Magic. I'm expecting rougher than After the Magic as well. I really liked the single Gold River. Painless I enjoyed as well. Not as much as Gold River, but I'm really looking forward to it. I also have Parannoul's Bandcamp pulled up here, so I thought we should just give this a look real quick because he has a description here. Parannoul says, "Time passes no matter you're wandering or not. The people who seem to always be here together are leaving, and the feelings I felt when I made my 2021 begin to disappear. The more I assume he's saying To See the Next Part of the Dream. The more I hid, the more I became exposed. I came out, but the pressure I made myself was abandoning me. I didn't want to see myself getting ugly in each memory, and I finally understood the real fear of nostalgia based on the absence. The sky is watching hundreds of me, and no one has answered in front of me what makes the difference between them and me. What will happen and those who are left behind if the end of magic is something that everyone experiences? Is there any meaning in falling? 100 skies have shone brighter than me, and I think I've grown too precisely to accept the truth and disappearance. I dedicate this album to those who still listen to my songs, to my family, to those who have left, and to hundreds of me." He has such a way with words. The minute a CD for this album goes live, even if this shit is ass, I'm buying it, okay? I have them all on CD. I need to collect this one. All right, let's get straight into it. This is Parannoul, Sky 100. We're looking at about 10 tracks, 50-ish minutes. Track 1, A Lot Can Happen. It says play loud in the description. Please turn up the volume. We're 30 seconds in. We're back. We're fucking back, guys. What can I say? Oh my god, yes! I love the mixing of piano with the drums here. It's really good. It reminds me a lot of the Next Part of the Dream. Oh wait, hold up. Parannoul's vocals sound really good too. He sounds a lot smoother, and just the vocals sound better. Like he became a better vocalist a bit. Oh, the piano though. Oh my god. Oh my god, Parannoul did it again. He did it again. Oh, Perry, his vocals. Oh, that stop with the clap. I love when Parannoul does this with his vocals. Oh, the guitar. Oh my god. Oh, the vocals right there. That's nice. This is like some backing vocals right here. I'm loving Parannoul's vocals on this track. Kind of this distortion here at the end. Alright, so that was the first track, A Lot Can Happen. I really like that track. I'm liking this sound direction he's taking on Sky 100 more than After the Magic. Personally, After the Magic was a bit too clean for my taste, a bit too, I don't know, it was just a change in direction that wasn't something that was for me. From Parannoul. Anyways, but about this album, about Sky 100, about the first track, A Lot Can Happen, I absolutely love that. I think it was a great intro. It blended the piano and the drums and these guitars that came in very well. He's coming back with, it feels like an evolved version of what he was doing on To See the Next Part of the Dream, where there's so much happening in the music. There's so many layers to it. It's all distorted and it's loud that you can almost not make out what's happening, but you can still find a groove into something. I also think Parannoul's vocals have improved. This is very evident. I mean, this was something you could see on the singles like Gold River, but Parannoul, I think, has become a bit of a better singer, coming from somebody who can't sing at all. But I think he's become a better singer, despite being a better singer now, and I feel like you can definitely hear that in this first track. He doesn't get rid of one of my favorite motifs that Parannoul does in his songs, that being when he's really getting into it, when it's really getting emotional, he's straining his voice, right? And it's almost like his voice is breaking down. He gets like really emotional, and it happened in this track, and I absolutely loved it. It was amazing. Oh, next track is Gold River. Okay, so I'll listen to it in the album context, but we probably won't talk about it too much. So I mean, you can just feel his vocals have gotten better since To See Next Part of the Dream and After the Magic. I just think they've improved a lot. It doesn't get old. I've already listened to the single so much, but this is still so good. This is what I mean by his vocals. You can hear him getting very emotional, and his vocals as well are like straining a bit. I love that from Parannoul. It's one of my favorite aspects of his music. Oh my god, bro. He's just the GOAT. Like, oh my god, Parannoul is the fucking GOAT. That second track, Gold River, again, it's a single. I've already heard it a lot. I've listened to it quite a bit. I think it just shows a lot of growth from Parannoul. One thing I love about this is, especially when the single released, was it felt like a return to form, but improved on almost every front. I especially like on this track is the drums. I feel like on a lot of Parannoul songs, especially on To See the Next Part of the Dream, a lot of the highlights of the album for me is the drums. I think that is like the most important instrument on almost every Parannoul song. There's these blown out, loud, distorted drums, and that's one of my favorite aspect of Parannoul's music, and just music in general. I love distorted drums, blown out drums on songs. That's why I love Boxing Day by Car Seat Headrest, because it's literally just that for like 15 minutes. One nitpick I had with this single when it released, and I kind of have with these songs, I wish the vocals were mixed in with the instrumentals a bit more for the whole song. What I mean by this is that when you listen to like To See the Next Part of the Dream, throughout the whole album, the vocals are kind of like a bit shittier quality. Because of that though, they're mixed in to the instrumentals very well. Like they just feel so connected and trapped within each other. On these two songs though, you can tell while there are parts of the song, usually the highest emotional peaks of these songs, where that happens to the vocals, majority of the time, unlike To See Next Part of the Dream, Parannoul's vocals are actually pretty clear and very distinctly separated from the instrumental. I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing. I do wish it was just mixed together a bit more, but that's a very slight, nitpicky complaint. Next song, Maybe Somewhere, track 3. See, this is kind of what I mean. I feel like his vocals have definitely improved, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god, come on, man. Oh my god. Parannoul's vocals are so good on this track. Yo. Kind of have a bit of that, like it sounds like a recorded mid sample or something from the beginning. It sounds like kids playing, like on the album cover, maybe. This vocal is so intimate right here. Oh, okay, hold on, we're building up. Oh, the drums. I'm not ready. Dude, that was track 3, Maybe Somewhere. Maybe Somewhere definitely felt like a very good marriage of After the Magic Parannoul to See Next Part of the Dream Parannoul. That track definitely reminded me more of After the Magic, but I loved it. I don't know, dude, I just feel like Parannoul really like fucking hit the ball at the park on this one. It just feels like improvements. And that's always what you want to see from an artist you like, especially an artist like Parannoul, where I feel like he has a very like wide potential. I feel like Parannoul's potential is just limitless. Next track is Painless, also a single that released, leads off from the last track too. So I like kind of the connectiveness of everything going on here. You can kind of hear it right here when I'm talking about when the vocals are very clearly separated from the instrumental. He's just flowing so well on this, man. So that's track 4, Painless. It was a single. Let's not spend that much. It's a good song. It's a good song. I would say I like it more in the context of the album. To the album, I really like how track 3 leads into Painless. Maybe somewhere it leads into Painless. Yeah, it's a good song. Not much else to say. Let's just move on to the next track. Next track, Lights Off, Repentant. Alright, this is interesting right here. That comes from the mic, bro. I like this. Just the vocals. Yo! You can't be doing this to me, bro. You're playing with my emotions. This is beautiful. Just the calm, just the piano. Vocals are so catchy on this song. Oh. Yo! Yo! Whatever that thing is, it's spazzing out. Okay, that was track 5, Lights Off, Repentance. That was the shortest track so far. Very interesting. That felt like the catchiest vocal performance I think I've ever heard from Parannoul. I don't know if this makes sense, but the song felt simple in terms of it was so easy to grab onto, and the vocals were just, he flowed so well on that, and it was just incredibly catchy the way he was singing. The ending of that was interesting, where it like completely broke down and started glitching out. Reminds me of the Fax Gang Parannoul collab heavily. Let's move on to the next track. This is the big one. This is maybe the penultimate track, if you want to call it that. Track 6, Evoke Me. It's 14 minutes long. Parannoul, my body is ready. This shit better be amazing. A slow start for the long song. Really, we're building up that anticipation in this. Yo, dude. God, dude. I love that vocal right there. Dude, those vocals. Parannoul, I fucking love you, Parannoul. Dude, his vocals. This shit's about to be insane, this drop. He said the name of the album. Oh my god, the way everything's meshing together right here. This is definitely one of Parannoul's most dynamic songs, I think. I love how diverse this track is for Parannoul, this long track. So many different passages and moving parts, and just separate sections of the song. Oh, okay, that's fucking hurting my ears. You know, I bet the lyrics would be great right here. I'm deciding that for this first reaction, I probably won't look at the lyrics. Really slow down here. Never mind. Never mind. Dude, these vocals are just screaming. Yo, oh my god. Parannoul, you can't be doing this to me. Ooh, God. dude. Oh shit, dude. Oh my god. That was track 6, 14-minute track. That really felt like Parannoul's biggest long song. And what I mean by this is that this song felt like it was trying to do the most out of all of Parannoul's long songs. I'm not gonna count at the Into the Endless Night live performance, but in his actual studio albums, this was easily his most ambitious long song. Multiple different parts, multiple different sounds, all in 14 minutes, compared to something like White Ceiling, which was just a very like full force. White Ceiling just felt like a run, right? It felt like it was so forceful, so full of energy. This one felt a lot more contemplative. Obviously, I don't have the lyrics pulled up, and I don't think I will pull up the lyrics, even though I see it's on Bandcamp, just because I want my first reaction just purely be the feeling of the music. Either that's my favorite or Gold River. I think that was fantastic. And I assume once I get the lyrics and I really like kind of break down what Parannoul's talking about, it's going to be even better. I loved all the different parts on here. I loved how these slower parts really meshed well together with these loud, explosive parts. I thought Parannoul's vocals were amazing. This might have been his best vocal performance. And that's honestly my main takeaway so far in the whole album is I just think Parannoul as a vocalist has improved so much on this album. He still retains what makes Parannoul to me, which is these strained vocals where he's really just giving it everything he has in his body. But as well, he just flows a lot better. Less, I guess, awkward on the microphone. And I think it's great. Anyways, next track, No One Talks About It Anymore, which I think is an interlude. Very nice to get a calm sort of piano after that long ass song. Very sparse instrumentation here and there. Okay, it sounds like that leads right into the next track. Not much to say about that. Cool little interlude, kind of sparse instrumentation, kind of felt very free and open. Nice kind of just chill after the huge track, Evoke Me. Next track, Backwards. Leads in right from the last track, the sort of interlude track. A lot chiller than everything else so far. Ooh, that guitar, hold up. Parannoul, come on, it's serenading me out here. That's what I mean, dude. He's flowing so well. I like the clap right there. Some backing vocals, right? I think so. Ooh. Yo. Is that Parannoul? Dude, he sounds like an angel. Fuck. I love how the vocals are clashing with all the instrumentation as they're like just the instrumentations are breaking down. So we keep getting these like reoccurring things of like voice recordings of I don't know if this is a sample from something or just a voice recording Parannoul took of people talking or him talking to somebody, but this seems to be reoccurring. This has happened on a lot of the tracks so far in the album. Oh, okay, shit. Okay, that led straight into the next track. I didn't even notice. Okay, the transitions in this have been pretty smooth so far. So track 8, Backwards. Honestly, that might have been my favorite so far. I really like that. It was very calmer, large quotations, because it's still pretty, energetic, especially for Parannoul. That's kind of what you expect. But in terms of all the other tracks on this album, that seems to be kind of the calmest one. I really like that. I think Parannoul flowed amazingly on that. His vocals are just, I don't know, they feel so much more confident. They just have a flow to them that wasn't on To See Next Part of the Dream, where it's just like you can feel the confidence on the microphone. Anyways, next track, Meaning of Regret. It is a really short track. It's another, I think, interlude. It's a minute long. Holy shit, they're speaking English. I can faintly hear, I think, Parannoul in the background. Okay, let me end with static. Interesting. All right. Okay, so I'm assuming this leads into our final track. Just kind of a cool, another interlude again with this like voice recording. Or I'm really gonna have to see the lyrics and see what these voice recordings are, because this is like one of the main reoccurring elements in this album. Seems to be this recording of this audio. I don't know if it's like recorded by Parannoul or maybe it's a sample. Like To See Next Part of the Dream, that had a lot of like samples from All That Lily Shoo Shoo and Welcome to the NHK. Last track, Fantasy. Explosive ass start. He's very close to the mic. I really like that.
Okay, Parannoul. Come on, dude. Come on. Oh my god, that's so good. Sounds like a tornado in the background is getting sucked up. Are we ending it on a calm note? It's very chill, it's beautiful. Oh my god, Parannoul. Parannoul, come on. I'm not trying to cry right now. What a great way to end the album, dude. Holy. With that one note right at the end to end the album. Wow. I thought it was a great outro. Continued the sound of the album right up till the end. Parannoul got incredibly intimate and close to the mic on that track. It felt like a farewell. I really, really liked that. I thought that was fantastic. That might have been I keep saying this over and over again, but I think that was one of Parannoul's best performances. His flow on that was fantastic. And I love right at the end that we don't end very loud. Right in the last minute, we calm down, and Parannoul, it's just his vocals and some sparse instrumentation, and it ends. Fan-fucking-tastic, dude. Oh my god. So that was Sky 100, Parannoul's newest album, fourth single album, I think, like solo album. Without looking at any lyrics or anything, first reaction, I really liked it. I think it's definitely better than After the Magic. Don't know if I can say it's better than To See the Next Part of the Dream. I think I'm gonna need to look at the lyrics, why I listened to it, to be able to say something like that. But I think this album felt a lot more raw and a lot more personal than After the Magic. As I said throughout this entire video, I think this is Parannoul's maybe best vocal performance on any of his albums. He feels the most confident singing. He really I think his flow on a lot of these songs just feels a lot, I don't know, more mature. This feels like a much more matured Parannoul. And that reflects in the Bandcamp description we read of him kind of talking about how this was like looking back on himself and reflecting. The whole album almost felt like reminiscing as memories flash in front of you. Think back on the good times and looking forward to the future, but also, having regrets, as everybody does. I thought the album was amazing. I thought it flowed fantastically. I don't think that's a word, but each of the songs just kind of led into the next, and there never felt like too much of downtime, except of course after the 14-minute song where there's some interludes, but I think that makes sense as the second half was a bit slower after the sixth track, Evoke Me, being the longest and kind of, I guess, main song of the album. I think Parannoul absolutely did his shit on this. It's loud, it's abrasive, but at the same time it's beautiful and it's a bit haunting. It just cements Parannoul in my mind. I think he is truly a generational artist. I think he's one of the most important artists of our generation, Gen Z, of the present day current music scene. As of right now, I'm feeling probably an 8 or a 9 out of 10. I think the whole thing was great overall. Although some of the tracks did feel very similar in terms of their structure. Loud, quiet, loud, quiet, loud, quiet, right? I think over the whole course, it was very consistently good, but I can't necessarily say there was like one highlight, really standout moment. There was a few, but it wasn't like To See the Next Part of the Dream, where it's like the intro of Beautiful World. That's an incredible moment. White Ceiling as a whole is just this monumentous song. The end of Youth Rebellion, or of course the final track on To See the Next Part of the Dream, which is my favorite song on there, I Can Feel My Heart Touching You. This beautiful swan song, Final Goodbye. And off of this first listen, I can't say the same about Sky 100. I don't think nearly as many like standout, incredibly hard-hitting moments like there was on To See the Next Part of the Dream, but that does not take away from the fact that the whole album is consistently amazing. Nothing ever feels out of place, and I enjoy the whole album from start to finish. It's incredibly emotional. I think based off the sole fact that I didn't look at the lyrics, I just could feel this emotion from Parannoul. Not knowing any Korean says a lot about the album in itself. So yeah, I'm feeling like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 right now. I am going to go and listen to this album a few more times, listen to it with lyrics as well, and probably a few days from now, I'm going to try to make a review of this album with more of my fleshed out thoughts after really diving into this. But yeah, Parannoul did his shit on this. Tell me what you think about Sky 100 in the comments below. How are you feeling about this new Parannoul project? Do you like it? Do you have any gripes with it? Tell me anything you think about Sky 100 or Parannoul as a whole. I really want to hear what others have to say. If you like what I do, check out my Patreon. It's one tier, $1. And thank you to my 4 patrons, Sermay, Poppy John, Favory, and I Pick Your Pocket. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Videos are to come. Thank you for watching. Have a good day wherever you are. And Parannoul is my fucking goat. Parannoul forever. Fucking long live Parannoul.